Welcome to the Dead Wrath and Beyond podcast. I'm your host, Tara.
I'm Sarah.
On tonight's episode, we're getting back into the swing of things. We're going to be talking about celebrity clones, political clones, body doubles, any conspiracy theories down that rabbit hole. If you guys have anything you would like to chime in, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Before we get started, we haven't been here in a while, so we're going to kind of just catch up a little bit. How have you guys been?
I'm chilling.
Matt, you just went to the Getty recently. Got a little artsy side in you.
Hell yeah, I did.
What was your favorite painting you saw?
Oh.
Specifically, I guess, what genre of art do you think is your favorite? I really like the Baroque
fuck
period.
is a genre?
Like Baroque, Enlightenment, medieval stuff, modern,
Like the blue ones.
realism, surrealism.
Blue ones.
The blue ones.
That's the best we got.
No,
The
there
blue
was
ones.
honestly like I actually took the time to actually look at a lot of the paintings and stuff like that. Like that one I sent you guys that it looked like kids were doing meth.
I like how you can tell which paintings you walked into the room and went, hee.
All the ones you sent.
Just like wiener. There's no consent going on in that picture.
It sounded like you said, I like wiener.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
That's interesting.
That just came out on the
Okay.
podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, our first big
I said, no shit.
announcement of the show. Matt comes out of the closet. Matt, what would
And
you like
it's
to say
Pride
about
Month.
it? It's Pride Month.
Oh yes, sister.
That's our pride baby.
I'm so excited.
For real though, Matt, I feel like you would crush it at a drag competition.
Absolutely.
Matt would get in
To
there.
that I'm coming out song. I'm coming out.
So
I want the
I did
world
drag
to know.
once.
No way.
I love that.
It was for a Halloween party. I actually it was just literally I just put on a wig and a coconut bra and a grass skirt.
Oh, that's not drag.
I mean, I had a wig on. And
She
stuff
said close
and a
enough.
hat and-
No, you need
Drag is like the
Can't make
atmosphere.
it.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do what is it, Alaska Brown or whatever their name is.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not
Is
really
what her
well
name
versed
is.
in the drag world.
RuPaul.
Oh, well, yeah,
Sissy that walk.
Drag queen. Drag queen.
Time
It's
to lip
crazy
sync
how,
for
how
life.
that dude came back so hard out of nowhere.
Dude, RuPaul's a fucking gangster.
He is.
Sarah, how have you been?
I'm doing good.
What's new with you?
I haven't done anything new.
Nothing? Yes, you have. You almost
I
got
feel like I haven't.
you almost got attacked by a dog.
Oh my god, okay, listen.
No, you know what? You
That
have a
was
whole
crazy.
new business venture going on since we've last recorded.
Matt's so bitter.
Oh yeah.
I'm not bitter. I'm just saying,
He said, listen.
Everything's
You're
gonna be
being
since we last
modest.
recorded.
I switched careers.
Well,
It's not really switching careers.
switched locations.
I switched jobs.
Yeah, and you're doing great.
You guys, I'm not a barista anymore. I'm a shakeologist. Fuck yeah.
Sarah makes a mean peanut butter protein shake.
She makes
There
some
it
savage
is.
ass shakes.
Listen, stop. I do. Savage as fuck. Okay, listen. I just really quick. Did any of you guys watch that documentary called Maternal Instinct?
No, but I've seen the
goddamn.
So I've seen the body cam footage on YouTube before. So I've watched it all, but I hadn't watched the YouTube or the Netflix documentary, but I would like to.
You need to. That's a must. It was fucking wild.
Explain it to
y'all.
Max. I have a feeling he doesn't know what you're talking about. It's pretty nuts.
Matt. Okay, this girl meets this guy. She falls in love very quickly, right? She says she comes from money, like oil money, right?
Old
That,
money.
I'm gonna get this inheritance. I'm gonna have all this money. I'm well off. This motherfucker believes her because he's an idiot, because they always are. She buys his mom a brand new car after only a few weeks of knowing them, right? Of them dating. That car gets repoed and is like, oh, it's never paid for. Then she tries to buy this man a ranch and she keeps lying about it. And he's going to leave her, right? Because he starts to get weirded out by it. He's like, your fucking shit's not adding up. And she's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Matt, she's not really pregnant. She had what was a hysterectomy. Mm-hmm. So she lied and said she was pregnant. And went the whole time saying she was pregnant, bought a fake belly, had fake paperwork from the doctors, all kinds of shit. So she's 3 weeks past her due date and she's like, listen, I have to find a fucking baby. She became friends with, she's also a photographer. So she did this wedding, met this girl, became friends with this girl that was pregnant. This bitch killed her. She cut that baby out of her belly and rubbed the placenta all over her and put that girl's placenta in her pants as if it was her baby. And then called the police and were like, oh, I just had a baby on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, it's that wild.
When you say you stuff it in the belly, you mean she like put it up like the woo woo, or
She didn't put the baby. She took the placenta.
Yeah,
from,
and she shoved it up
and she shoved it up there. She sure did.
I mean, she's committed.
You guys, I said that's fucking.
I feel like it'd
Does
be
she know
easier.
about like bloodborne pathogens? She never took
Would
that
have just
class?
been easier to be like, I lied.
And then they bring a doctor and they're like, we have to examine you, ma'am. Like, you can't just say you had a baby and show up with a baby. We have to examine you. And she's like, no, I don't want anyone to examine me. I'm not comfortable with that. And then finally a doctor comes in there, examines her and walks out. He's like, she didn't have a baby. Like he's
No
almost,
baby came out of there.
He's almost laughing about it.
He
too.
said it to her in the room too.
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't have a baby.
It's hardcore. And then what happened? I don't remember this part of it. Did the baby survive?
No.
That's awful. Yeah, the baby didn't even survive.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, so she went through all of that, killed the mom, killed the baby, and didn't get away with it. And it's just one of those things where it's like, was it worth it? No, of course it wasn't worth it.
So fucking nuts, bro. You need to watch it.
Matt, you typically are the Netflix king, so I'm surprised you haven't done that yet.
I
You know what you've been doing? You're so focused on the new games coming out for Switch 2. That's what you're doing right now.
no, well, yeah, that's it.
Dude,
That too. But
we
I've
were
just been-
driving and Matt was like, did you hear? I landed from Georgia to LA. Matt picked me up and instantly he goes, did you hear about the new Star Fox game coming out? And I almost started crying. I was so excited. Matt, that was like Christmas morning.
She's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like,
This
is the
I
first thing-
couldn't tell
Did
if she
you
was
hear?
fucking with me or not.
No, Matt
like,
didn't know. Star Fox is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. So with Star Fox and then Ocarina of Time just dropped too. That's what Matt's doing instead of watching Netflix every day. He's getting ready.
I am
That's
watching
fair.
Netflix. I just found like just a bunch of like random animes that like people like my buddies have like messaged me like, oh, you should watch this one, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I'll like have it on in the background. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know there was this many episodes, and I'm like, all right, this is very good.
And then
like,
you're gone for a week.
yeah. But no, like, especially with like me working lately in this heat, like anything I want to try watching or committing to, I only watch for like a little bit, but then like I've been spacing out like, because this heat has been sapping
fair.
the shit out of me.
This isn't
lately.
even the worst of it
It
yet.
hasn't been like, and I'm used to like when I was a kid, this being like 120 degrees out here and stuff like that.
It's so hot.
And like, I don't know what it is this year or something like that, but it's just like,
Well, it's the whole El Nino thing, right?
yeah.
I complain about it every day. I walk into Savage and I'm like, I'm immediately sweating. It's 5 a.m.
It was warm this morning. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
It's supposed to cool off this weekend.
Yeah, we get like a cool weekend and it shoots right
cool
back
weekend
up.
You guys,
It's
it's
like
like
95.
96. Yeah, I was like, fuck.
All right.
You
Well,
guys, it's not 100 degrees.
with that being said, we should probably start getting into the topic of
Let's
the
do it.
episode.
Really quickly, I missed you guys.
We missed you
missed
too, Matt.
you.
We have been seeing each other. We've tried to see each other every week to every other week, but this is our first actual time like sitting down, recording together, getting an idea like finalized.
We got movies that we've watched.
Oh, a
and
lot
all
of
that
movies.
stuff. Oh, we
Oh,
got
hell
so
yeah.
many movies. So we'll get back into the rotation. This is our big refresher and all that good stuff. So welcome to season 3, motherfuckers.
Woo!
All right. So today we're going to be talking about, we're basically going down a conspiracy theory rabbit hole. And I'm sure you all have heard about body doubles or cloning of celebrities, political figures, high status individuals. Whether or not you believe that's a thing, we'll kind of discuss both sides of it, but we're going to discuss like why it happens, who it happens to, and what the psychology is behind it. So I guess we'll start with the celebrity side of it would probably be the best place, because that's where I remember first hearing it, was that documentary about Paul McCartney passing away in a car accident.
That was
Yes.
one on my list too, was the Paul
Yep.
McCartney clone theory.
I think
'cause-
that's kind of the one that everyone was really introduced to at first.
yeah, and
I feel like the newest like theory, because do you remember just recently Jim Carrey did that thing in Paris?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was wild, and people were like, "No, that's not Jim Carrey."
Well, and then also that one guy who imitates celebrities came out and said it was him.
Yes,
What do you guys think? Before we move forward, do you think it was really Jim Carrey? Or do you think it was someone else?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. In this day, I don't even know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
If it is Jim Carrey, he fucked himself up.
With the plastic surgery? It's hard to say because we've seen celebrities with plastic surgery. Like, what's her name? The Australian actress. You know what I'm talking about? She was just in that movie Baby Girl.
That's not Naomi Watts or
No. I know you guys know what I'm
Nicole
talking about.
Kidman?
Nicole Kidman, thank
Okay.
you. She
one of them.
used to be, I mean, she's still very pretty, but she used to be drop dead gorgeous. And then she just started getting plastic surgery left and right. And she doesn't even look like the same person anymore. And so I can see if Jim Carrey had some work done maybe a week or two prior to that and it hadn't settled. I don't really know how that works. I've never had work done like that. I've never had work done, period. I don't know how that works. But if he had something done like that and his face just was still healing from it, technically, I can see it being a really uncomfortable situation for everybody. But I remember watching that and thinking, that's not Jim Carrey.
Yes, dude, his eyes too. I'm like, I just feel like there's nobody in there, bro.
No.
What is going on?
The mannerisms were really off too. It was like he was trying to be Jim Carrey. It was
I
like
agree.
somebody imitating Jim Carrey. But what would be the reasoning behind that happening?
Okay, check it out. I feel like it has to be similar to, you remember like when like the whole MF Doom thing came out, like the Doom bots? Okay, so MF Doom is known for body doubles and he has multiple. So he puts them out when he goes to live shows. It's not actually MF Doom. It's just somebody who's dressed up as him.
Really quick, for those of us who don't know who that is, can you give us a little backstory on who he is?
Tara doesn't know.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, MF Doom is like huge, like hip hop legendary guy.
Oh, not my
He
language
wears
at
like
all.
a gold, like
He wears
the
a mask
gold
similar
mask.
to the Marcus Aurelius mask from Gladiator.
Let me.
But he's supposed to look like Dr. Doom, though.
I've never seen this guy before in my life.
What? Okay, well, I
don't listen to hip hop.
Okay, well, like,
Racist.
if you do listen to hip hop, you know who MF Doom is.
Matt called me a racist.
He said, "You racist." No, this fool had body doubles, and he got called out on it because people were starting to get pissed. You know what I mean? But his explanation was most of like, "Oh, I'm a writer and a director, and I'll put whatever characters I want out there." Like to him, it was a performing arts
So it's
type of thing.
Kind of, I mean, even though like it's the same people, but kind of like a war thing where they have like a backstory and stuff. Except it would be like if they change the characters on stage every time, so you're
Yes.
seeing more of a performance instead of an actual person.
But they said with Jim Carrey, like they try to do body doubles with celebrities, so that same with like politicians, so they don't get hurt. So you're gonna hurt somebody else instead of hurting that celebrity.
I just find that odd though, because why of all people would Jim Carrey have been a target in that scenario? Because wasn't that in like Europe or something?
Yeah, Paris.
It was Paris. Okay. What?
And he spoke in French.
That's right.
I'll say that.
Oh, I
And
forgot
He
about that
spoke
part of
his
it.
whole speech was in French.
Huh. I don't know.
I don't know how to say alrighty then in French, so.
Tara,
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Sarah's twirling. her
I'm
mustache.
twirling my little mustache.
Omelette du fromage.
I can see it like
Smoking.
so. A lot of the reasoning behind body doubles makes sense with like politicians for. Like Queen Elizabeth, I guess, is one of the ones who would use body doubles when she went to certain places for protection. But it wasn't like she spoke. It was like they would just have her getting out of a car somewhere, getting in somewhere. Like you would think it's her, but it's not really her. I understand that side of it. But when you have someone who's actively giving a speech and who's actually like on the red carpet and like everyone gets close enough, like it would be like me to you, you know, you would see that this is not the right person. That's where I have a hard time wondering what would be the reasoning behind it. That's when my brain goes a little bit more logical. Of course, it has to be Jim Carrey, and it just has to be a botched facelift. But
I just think it's not him, dude.
Yeah.
I can't describe it. It's just a feeling.
it's just uncanny.
Yes.
Matt, what is your take on it?
I don't know, like, I mean, we're past the time of age where, like, people get shamed for getting plastic surgery, except for Erin Moriarty, because she looked fucking hideous after her surgeries. But
Who?
Erin Moriarty, she was from The Boys, and she looked great the first couple seasons, and then she claims that she didn't get work done, and she had an autoimmune issue.
Right.
But she looked like, you could tell, like, her cheekbones got shaved down or some shit, and it just
She
looked,
said, I'm on Ozempic.
yeah. And it's like, bitch, don't lie.
You're on the GLP one.
There was also the Robert Harward interview on Fox recently. Remember the guy maybe a couple weeks ago where he was talking and it looked like he was wearing a latex mask? I'm sure you guys saw that
Yes.
Oh, a long time ago.
But I've heard
one. No,
stuff
that
like
was,
that,
was
too.
only like 3 weeks ago, Matt.
Oh, I thought that was the one that was, okay, never mind.
Who's
I'm
that?
thinking of something
Ellen
else.
DeGeneres. People say that she wears that skin mask thing too. When they've like done those videos where they like you could see like some weird.
Of course, because
Like-
she's a fucking goblin.
So I said,
I could see Ellen like wanting to hide from everything after like everything that came out about her and, you know, her being a terrible person. I can And that woman probably has more money than God. Let's be real here. She can afford a body double.
You know why she wears a mask? You remember that movie Witches?
Stop.
It's just freaking Angelica Houston pops up. So there's that side of it with the body doubles, but then also, what about the scenarios where, like the Avril Lavigne thing or the Paul McCartney, the celebrities that are just overall completely replaced by somebody who's not them?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about the Paul McCartney thing, because that's probably like one of the earliest like celebrity ones that's like known about is like, you know, they say that Paul died in a car crash in 1966 and he was replaced, and then like the band kind of left like hints in some of their songs. And
like they all felt too guilty about.
Was that Abbey Road cover? He like holds a cigarette in his left hand, but it's like in his right hand, and he's not wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
And there's the song "Come Together
Right now.
Over Me," and it's like they're
boom, boom,
singing
boom.
about his funeral, basically.
No, that's
Oh,
right.
I thought that was about porn.
Well, I mean, I think that was kind of the vibe, but the conspiracy is that they're really admitting, like the conspiracy is every single song was pretty much them admitting that Paul was Big Paul. See, when I was 17 and I watched this, I thought this is the coolest shit. Like I'm learning all the information. And then now as an adult, I look back at some of the things that were presented in this documentary. It's like, that's so cheesy.
You said, shut the hell up.
But at the same time, it's kind of fun. And then for humans, we naturally want to we want to have shit. We want to believe it. We want to have answers for the unexplained, you know? If something feels off to us, we can't just accept maybe it's just a weird day. Our brains go, why is it off? Well, it must be off because of this. And no, we know the answers to it, and we've all decided that this is what it is.
Right. And I think that kind of brings me on to my next person, which was Britney Spears, because that's something like everybody started getting weird vibes from right away.
Leave Britney alone.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? It didn't start until like things started getting weird until like around her conservatorship about like 14, 15 years ago or something like that. That's when things started getting weird, and like because like she got her conservatorship, and then like her Britney quotation fingers that people can't see is like
I'll put little finger animations
or something. I don't know.
Fitney.
Fitney.
A little Fitney. Fritney for years.
It's just like acting out and just doing weird shit and stuff like that. But then like people started noticing like weird things, like gaps in her teeth and stuff like that. And she was claiming that like she wasn't wearing a retainer anymore, and that's why her teeth like resettled, which is something that does happen.
Yeah, my teeth have had little gaps, and my dentist is pointing out to me that they've spread out slightly over time. Not bad, but like little places.
You stopped wearing a retainer?
No, it's just over time, like things happen, you know?
Oh, my teeth have definitely shifted.
Yours have gone through a lot. So let's be real here.
Well, they were saying it's because she stopped wearing her retainers. That's why her teeth gapped out.
So they had an explanation for it, but it wasn't good enough for the masses.
Yeah, and then like they were saying things like about her tattoos don't seem right compared to the other ones. It's like, well, she had like kids and shit, like.
So I think Britney Spears would be the perfect contender for a body double.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't see it being, they would replace the real Britney with this crazy person, unless it has to do with like they need her to look nuts for the money side of it. But at that point, why not just kill her, you know?
Yeah, for sure though.
I could see them taking an Avril Lavigne approach and like, hey, something's off about this girl, but the public isn't going to be able to handle it, and we need to keep making money. So let's put this other girl in her place that looks just like her, and we'll convince everyone that this is Britney Spears. And that way she can still tour. She can still be a big pop star. We can sell music. We can sell this. We can put her face on everything and make tons and tons of money. I could see that side of it. But the idea of her having a body double in the state she's in right now just doesn't feel right to me, but I'm interested in it. Like, what would be the reasoning behind it, Matt, that they're saying?
I think everybody knows it's off. It's either that or she's just a lizard person and she's trying to get out of her skin or something.
No, we're not going down the lizard person route. That's another conspiracy for another time.
But you know, yeah, she is acting weird. I remember like there was one point when like she was showing pictures of her kids, and she was like being like a proud mom, and then all of a sudden like a couple years later, all of a sudden she's dancing around with knives on freaking her ring camera or something like that.
Listen, she's got fucking moves.
Moves?
Yeah, she got moves, bro.
She got confidence.
She got moves.
I like how everyone was like, free Britney, and then Britney got out and was acting a little weird. They're all, put Britney back.
You need to go back, dude. I said, what is going on with Britney, dude?
I don't even think Britney knows what's going on with Britney.
No, she's lost it.
Well, I feel bad for her because obviously she's locked up in that house all the time and like doesn't know how to attacked out in public. It's like Amanda Bynes, dude. So this isn't a body
Bless
double
her.
thing, but Amanda Bynes has definitely not.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, that poor
Yeah.
girl. She has. I wish the absolute best for her, but she is not in the right frame of mind. You can see it in her eyes; they're dead almost.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen her like talking on her
Yes.
Instagram lives and stuff? The poor girl is not. She's a shell of a human right now, and it's really sad.
It's very sad.
So I can see it being similar with Britney, but that's the thing is with Britney, she feels like the perfect candidate for a body double if anyone's going to have a body double, you know? But I just can't see it being like the state she's in. That would be like why they would use a body double. If you guys in the comments have a suggestion or an explanation, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, same.
Like I'm all for conspiracy theories, but if it doesn't add up and the end result doesn't make sense to me, it's like, why even have the conspiracy at that point?
I agree.
That's something I was having such a hard time too doing when I was like trying to do my research. It was like I wanted to find more facts, even though it's fucking conspiracies. It's supposed to be ideas and stuff like that. I was struggling like going through websites and just wanting like facts.
Just hit Reddit.
Well, there's
all you need. Reddit is
yeah,
facts.
dude. Reddit.
I should have just
Reddit
gone,
knows where
I
it's
should have
at.
just wikied it and all that stuff, and I was just trying to find, and I think that's where I got like I hit walls hard because I just wanted, for some reason, I wanted facts, and my brain wanted facts.
You want legitimate, like on paper bullet points that you can discuss.
And
Okay, that's fair.
That's where I was really struggling with this, but I was still kind of having fun with it. But I was like,
What was your favorite thing that you did get to look up?
doing this.
Yeah, because you said you were having fun with it.
Oh, I was just reading like all the different ones. Like there was a couple that I skimmed over, and I was just like Kanye being a clone, and it's like, well, are a clone or a body double, and there was Kanye, Gucci Mane, I think.
Listen,
was one.
Gucci Mane is cool though because they say that Gucci Mane was cloned by the CIA when he came out of prison, because when that fool went into prison, first of all, I'm not going to go into Gucci Mane's history, but he's a fucking G. He went to prison. He had a big sentence.
I didn't know you knew so much about Gucci Mane.
This man came out, and when he went in, he's known for his belly. If you know Gucci Mane, you know he's known for his belly. This man came out of prison fully fit, six-pack, white teeth. Gucci Mane talks like all like crazy. So when he came out and he was so well-spoken and totally different, his demeanor was different, he was super fit, people were like, that's interesting. But it's funny because Gucci Mane, the CIA came out and they actually said, like, we have nothing to do. Like, Gucci Mane is not a clone.
They actually made a statement.
Oh, yeah. They made a statement because it became so crazy. And Gucci Mane fueled the fire. And on Twitter, this man said, I cannot confirm or deny that I'm a government experiment. I said, of course this man wants to fuel the fire, bro.
I would probably say the same
Oh,
shit.
absolutely. And that's a totally Gucci Mane thing to do. So I was like, I love this man. That's my favorite conspiracy. I'm like, these people really think this man
I haven't heard.
was replaced by the CIA.
Everything I looked up, I didn't see anything about Gucci Mane.
Well, I just like Gucci Mane, so I like watch
Is it
the whole
Mane or
thing.
Man?
Gucci Mane. I call him Mane.
Okay.
I thought it was
Clearly,
Mane.
I'm very disconnected from that world.
'Cause I thought it was Maine also, but I remember there was like other ones like Selena Gomez.
Oh yeah,
And I'm like-
did you hear that one?
I kind of skimmed over that one also just because of the fact that like I'm like she's already got it rough. She's with Benny Blanco's ugly ass. Like
He is not ugly. I
that
love Benny
dude
Blanco.
looks like a zit.
No, he doesn't. I think he's a very handsome
You know
man.
what, though?
I think
Tara.
he treats her right. You give him credit where credit is due.
I was gonna say he does treat her right, and he seems like he's like the sweetest guy ever. He just looks.
He is total
He
husband
looks like a
material.
shade
Can we
Werewolf,
just really
werewolf.
quickly, with all these fucking theories of these people, all these people die in car crashes.
Yeah,
That's
Princess
so wild to me.
Diana.
But why can't we get another freaking Paul Walker then? Like, make Fast and the Furious legitimate again.
I think it depends on like who in the conspiracy world is. I think it depends on who the managers are, who's kind of in charge of the estate. Like for example, this isn't the same thing by any means, but how Ozzy's family is going to do the whole projection show thing with his body from now on for people to see for generations, like because they have control of his likeliness and stuff like that. They didn't have to tell anybody. They could have just kept Ozzy, like the fact that he died, hidden and just did this tour thing without telling anyone. And why would we believe he died? You know what I mean? Like obviously he's been sick, but had they kept his sickness hidden, we could have just lived on paying for tickets to go see Ozzy, not knowing any better.
And we would think it was him.
And there would be conspiracies, of course, but that's one example. You know, it just depends on what the decisions are in the conspiracy world. So if you're a person who thinks, hey, Paul Walker died, our movie would probably benefit a lot. Like Heath Ledger, our movie would probably benefit a lot knowing that our character got so deep into his role that he ended up dying halfway through the film. Oh yeah, that's going to sell a lot of tickets. I'm not saying everyone thinks that way, but you know in Hollywood that there are tons and tons of selfish people that only care about their paychecks.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. 100%. It's Hollywood.
So that's probably why we didn't get another Paul Walker, Matt.
Oh,
That's fair.
And another Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what about Justin Bieber, though?
Yeah, I haven't heard that one. Let me hear it, Sarah.
Okay, just like a little quick rundown because it's been a minute since that came out. But they say Selena Gomez died in a car crash. Surprise, surprise. Her and Justin Bieber had a baby. That baby is Rain, which is that Kourtney's kid? Kourtney Kardashian's kid?
Oh, this is like...
And people be crazy about it. They like put their pictures next to each other and they're like, oh, look at this.
I'm looking this up.
And then they say that Haley is fucking Justin's handler.
Why would Haley be his handler?
I don't know. There's this whole ass video, dude.
Explain what you know before I go on my phone and start looking.
That's literally it.
So like Justin went nuts and he has a handler, or is it like, I don't understand.
No, like they bought him. Like he isn't really in love with her. Like she owns him.
I mean,
and he does what she says.
I can see looking at some of their mannerisms that making sense, but
Justin Bieber's got something weird going on, dude. I don't know what it is, but whatever's happening with him, something's weird.
He was,
you know what's funny,
too famous too quick. That's what happened.
That poor baby.
Well, they say he's dealing with like Lyme disease, and there's another disease that he's dealing with, and stuff like that. I'm like, Lyme disease sucks.
Like another immune system thing?
Something like that. I gotta look it up, but if you give me a second, I can look it up. But
look it up.
but they say like that's why his body's looking different now is because that, and so on and so forth.
That I would believe. I mean, I don't think anyone's... Oh, are you saying that people are saying he's a clone or something?
Okay. Yeah, well, because of the body things. But they said he has Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which is a neurological condition caused by the reactivation of the varicella zoster virus, the same virus that causes chickenpox and shingles. But it almost looks like the symptoms, you look kind of strokey, like...
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen some, like when he's gotten out of the hospital, there was something about him being paralyzed on half his face for a little bit.
Yeah, key symptoms: facial weakness, paralysis, painful rash, ear pain, auditory changes. Jesus Christ, do I have this?
You're all, wait a minute.
I'm scared.
Vestibular issues and sensory changes.
So it's not just a Justin Bieber has a body double or a clone. There's a whole world
There's like
behind.
a whole ass.
Yeah.
What do you think triggered that first conversation on Reddit? Because you know that was a Reddit conversation.
Oh, it has to be, dude.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Just because he was hanging out with him?
Well, because Justin Bieber was brought up by Diddy, wasn't he?
He did.
He was
did.
signed on by Diddy.
He spent so it was like Usher spent a lot of time alone with him as a teenager, but Justin Bieber did. He went over there for a certain amount of days, and his mom wasn't allowed to go over there.
That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like,
He got diddled.
By the diddler?
oh, you know it, dude.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
It's very sad.
But I mean, it's pretty evident that Justin's gone through some shit, just like the way he acts and stuff. But
Poor Justin, dude.
Kids shouldn't be subjected to that much fame that quick.
No.
But
They all turn out fucked up.
let's talk about Avril Lavigne for a minute, because that one's one of my favorites.
Let's get it.
Go for the Avril Lavigne.
So there is a
Let's blame Chad Kroger real quick before anything else.
very noticeable difference. Actually, before I get into Avril Lavigne, I want to distinguish what clones are and what body doubles are, just for anyone that isn't sure. So clones are using the biological makeup or the DNA to create a new human in the same likeness of the human whose DNA was taken. Right. So that has to be born. It can't just be formed as a adult. So if you make a clone of Avril Lavigne, for example, they would come out as a baby, grow up with the same genetic makeup, all of that. If you take a body double, you find someone who looks just like the said person, and you have them fill in their place. So they would be about the same age, same likeness, all of that. So that's the difference between cloning and body doubles, because we're going to be discussing both as we go. But with Avril Lavigne, there's pictures of her when she was younger. And you can either say she just changed a little as she grew up, probably got a little work done. But then there's very noticeable things in her face, her mannerisms, her talking, to where people, I don't know where the character or the person came from, but they think that she's this woman named Melissa something. I can't remember her last name, Melissa, that she replaced Avril because Avril couldn't take the fame, but her managers and everything were benefiting so much from her that they basically like paid her out to use her likeness and have this girl come in, fill her place, and they just kept going with that.
Okay, because I don't know if this is factual, but I heard that people got the name Melissa because she had it written on Sharpie on her knuckles on one of the albums or like music video.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, like she had it on her knuckles, but I can't confirm that. I don't know if that's factual.
Could you imagine if someone hired me as a body double for, I'm trying to, I can't think of anyone. Someone named like, I don't know, Jupiter, you know, like the celebrity Jupiter. I look like Jupiter. Yeah, River. And I look like Jupiter. And I was like being told to hush, hush, you can't tell anyone who you are. And I just wrote Tara on my knuckles in the front of an album. You know, I'm going to get away with this. They could kill me if they wanted to, but I'm going to get away with this one.
They're never going to know. Who's going to know?
I'm going to get away with it, but then they can kill me. That's literally what you just... They will know.
I just think it's such a, like, I get it, and I think that's actually a really clever reason for the name, but I just can't personally see. I go back and forth. It's like, no, Avril Lavigne's not the same person, but also that's a stupid way to come up with the name, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at that album cover. Go ahead and Lavigne. Melissa.
Yeah, I read that, but I don't even know if that's factual. But I want someone to tell me if that is true,
Look at her
because that's
taste in men,
crazy.
so you can kind of figure out if she's going crazy or
Leave
whatever.
Chad alone.
Well, that, and who was it?
Joel from freaking Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte, freaking the dude from Sum 41.
Wasn't a guy from Simple Plan too?
I don't remember. Who was the
Good
guy
for
from
her.
And then there was a guy from...
think.
Wasn't there a guy from like the Edmonton Oilers or something like that she was with, or she's with now or something like that?
She's with that. Who's that one guy? He hangs out with like Machine Gun Kelly. God, what's his?
Oh, God.
Mod's son.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Youngblood. I love Youngblood.
Oh my God, you said yeah. No, Mod's son.
I've never heard of him.
He's part of like Machine Gun Kelly's crew, I think.
So this is supposed to be Avril Lavigne versus Melissa. And a normal person would probably say she just grew up a little bit. But there's things about her that are so different. It's like, no, that's not the same person.
Oh, yeah. I can see it.
Yeah.
See?
Stop.
I think it's... I mean, the only thing that could justify is like the way that angle that she's facing on the left, and then the other one's
But
just
her
straight
nose
face
doesn't
forward.
look the same, you know? I feel like a lot of these conspiracies as well are pitched to young kids who don't think about things like plastic surgery or aging wrinkles or...
They're like, yeah, it's a
that nose cannot be the
That
same.
is not Avril Lavigne.
It goes a little bit deeper than just like the looks and stuff like that. I think a lot of it's the mannerisms. And mannerisms are something that I do think is really telling. You know, if you started showing up and acting way different, I'd start questioning it.
You said, who the fuck are you?
And if someone was like, yo, I heard that Sarah's not actually Sarah, like Sarah got caught up with the mob and now this other girl's replaced her, I'd be like, that's why she's acting
that's
so
why
different.
she's being weird.
Yeah.
This is sometimes though. This is why
we need to come up with code questions for each other so we know who's who.
I said, you guys listen. This
Sarah would be
is
impossible because we all know her tattoos. So,
No, because Brittany has tattoos and they've replaced those.
yeah, and they don't look great.
Avril Lavigne is just one of them, you know, that there's many. But have you guys, this one's really fun for me, but have you seen the videos of, you know, those new robots that like Japan is releasing in China and stuff? And
got the long ass heads, dude.
they walk and fall and it looks
Yes.
so realistic. Have you seen the videos of someone will take a video of the robot moving and they'll put it next to Joe Biden and the movements are identical.
Stop.
Identical. Like, not to play devil's advocate, but I'm pretty sure that that's a Joe Biden mask on a robot.
I wouldn't put it past
And I could see that because
the
they,
government.
I mean, this is not a stance thing. This is just a fact. Like Joe Biden for the left side is, I feel like I'm getting too political and I don't want to.
You said, and I don't want to do that.
I know.
Listen,
And you got to play the whole Trump being a lizard person thing.
I can get into all of it. I don't want to go to like
You said, I don't want to go
the
off the
lefts
deep
or
end.
the rights. I'm just trying to like discuss like the left was really wanting Joe Biden to be president, but if he's not competent to run and they want someone in his place, like they're gonna why not just put a robot in there? We have the technology. We can rebuild him.
We can. That we can.
Like there's just
he's not the $6 million man.
There's movements of him like that, and then you see a robot doing the same. I wish you could see.
You said,
I wish you guys can see. It looks like a robot, man.
You said that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to watch a video on that.
I'll show you later.
Because that is so interesting.
There's other people like Hillary Clinton, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, like all these politicians are said to have body doubles in their place. I don't know about robots for all of them. Joe Biden's the only one I've seen videos of. Kim
Jong-un, I could totally see him having body doubles. I mean, like 90% of the population looks like him. Like,
Jesus. And you call me a racist. You call me a racist for not liking hip hop, but you're going to say that?
You said I'm racist? Not everybody likes hip hop.
You guys heard it. No, Kim Jong-un definitely would have body doubles.
Oh, he probably has several body doubles.
He probably has them for the protection side of it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I think all of these political leaders definitely would have body doubles for protection. Let's be honest here. And like, they all have the money for it. So it's, why would that even be a question? Especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. I'd want a body double if I could have one.
I'm taking us out of Hollywood. And I'm taking us.
To
and I'm
Capitol Hill.
dropping our asses off in the middle of the Cold War. Because check it out.
This
This is why.
We're going to jump aboard the magic school bus real quick.
People.
Is this the Fidel Castro?
No, this is why people, I feel like, have trust issues, okay? In the like I said, we're in the Cold War now, right? So this story is going to belong to Joseph Stalin. So this man, there was plenty of body doubles. There is only one that is factual and is documented. And his name is Felix. And his last name is Dadade. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I think that's how you say it.
Dadade.
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 Da.
Something like, we're calling him Dada, dude, because that's way easier. They're looking for men between the inches was like 5'4", 5'6" They find this man. His name is Felix. He's like he's like a Soviet entertainer. So he's like a magician. He does music. He does a bunch like during the war. That's what he was drafted for. It was entertainment.
That's sick.
So he gets hurt in the Cold War. The secret police and stuff start to notice, like the Russian secret police start to notice this man. He be looking like Joseph Stalin, dude, right? His facial, like his bone structure. He looks like a young Joseph Stalin. At this point, he's like 24 years old, right? He's 24. Stalin is 60.
Right.
So we're like, first of all, this is crazy that we're going to use this 24-year-old man to represent a 6-year-old. But at that time, so the Russian government, they take him. Well, actually, they show up. He's in the middle of a performance. And they're like, hey, you've been chosen to be used. Like pretty much like top secret shit, right? When this man got hurt in the war, they sent off death certificate, right? They thought he was dead. He wasn't dead. They sent it to his family. His whole family thinks he's dead. Felix doesn't get to say goodbye to his family. So they show up. He's behind the stage, like, hey, you're coming with us. Within a matter of hours, this man is like headed to wherever they're telling him he's going, which is very sad. He just like gets ripped apart of his life. He's basically being trained to be assassin for Joseph Stalin. So he is taken away for 6 months. He is isolated.
So in his
decoy,
brain,
right?
he is preparing to die.
Yeah. That's what his
This is a real thing.
Oh yeah, this is real. He wrote a book, right? Check it out.
Clearly he didn't die.
He wrote a book and he kept this shit a secret for 50 fucking years. 50 years until the Russian government lifted his NDA and they gave him permission to put out that autobiography about his life. And he was still so scared, he only did a few chapters in the book about like what had happened to him. But in that, he says it was like 6 months. He was in isolation and he was forced to watch just hours and hours of film of Stalin. So he learned everything, how to talk like him, how to like move like him. He went through grueling makeup, dog. They measured his eyebrows. Like his eyebrows were measured out, the droop in his left eye. Like he looked exactly like him at this point. Hours every day. They tinted his teeth yellow because Stalin had the gnarly smoking like addiction. So he goes through 6 months intensive like training on this man. They like copy this Stalin's outfit. Like, these tailors have it to a T. Same outfit, same measurements, everything. They even, because Stalin has like a limp, so they put, his soles were different in his shoes so he could replicate like that limp that he had, and he was at all those events. So all those like events he had that you thought was Stalin waving, whatnot, that was never him. It's like super sad that this guy, and he did it for years.
So you can see videos of him too. It's not just like he would just go from one place to another. It's like there was actually videos of him like doing speeches and stuff like
yes.
that. Oh my god.
And he was trained. Like, yeah, he knew he even said that he would wake up every day and never know if he thought he was going to take a bullet. He was ready because that was what he was trained for. He actually survived. So he survived snipers, actually.
Oh, wow.
It kind of reminds
snipers.
It kind of reminds me of that Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode where he's all like, "You won. All right, baby, what did I win? Free brain surgery."
Yes. So that was like a for sure documentation. He wrote a book. That was
proof
correct.
right there.
But if you deep dive even more, there's this guy. It's like even darker. There's this guy. His last name is like, I can't say it. It's Russian.
Tchaikovsky.
Yes.
Really?
I think so.
No.
That sounds so familiar. Hold on. I think that is his name.
Was it Rabanovich?
Stop. Is that his name? Yevsey Lubitsky?
Let me see. Yeah, Levsey Lubitsky.
Yes. This man.
Yevsey Lubitsky.
Okay, so while the other guy had to go through intense makeup, right? Also, that other guy, he had to carry around his own little kit. So, like, when you go on the airplanes and stuff, you obviously can't take your makeup artist.
Dude, it's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, so they trained him how to do the makeup. So he would do it on, like, planes and stuff. He would get himself ready. But while, like, he was so much younger, they had to do all this makeup. The other guy they found looked exactly like him. Exactly like him, that to the point where they only had to put the scarring on his face. That was it. His acting was so good, and he was so good at Stalin that he would like pack his pipe the same. It was so scary that Stalin got paranoid and had him shipped away to a fucking place where now he's just gonna live his life doing slave work.
Wow.
Because he was so good at being him that he had his friends come in, like Stalin's friends come in, to see if this man could trick him, and that he totally did. They were like, "Oh, he could pass for you, no problem."
That would be trippy if like you walked in and there was another Sarah sitting here talking with us, and because we were trying to see how well she could imitate you, and you thought it was you. Imagine how trippy that would be.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I was like, "That's nuts." And to get that paranoid, we're like, "We got to get rid of this guy."
It'd be kind of sick though, because like the days I don't want to come to work, I'd be like, "Hey, can you just take my spot, please? I don't want to go."
Yeah, I don't want to go today. I thought that was crazy, which led into like modern day, like that shit with, what is it? Trump's wife's name? What's her name?
Melania.
Melania. When people thought she had that body double at like I forgot where it was, but it was at one of those events, and the internet came for her, bro. Even like the news stations had like specialists up on there. It was at like facial recognition specialists and something else, because people on the internet even would blow up her pictures, count the pixels on her face, bitch. People were so convinced that there was a body double, and it was supposed to be like her Secret Service like person. And if you see their photos next to each other, they are pretty similar.
It's hard because I do believe that there are more body doubles out there that we, like, not just you, the three of us, but like we as a society haven't started like really picking at yet. But at the same time, there's so many things that people start over picking when they really don't need to be. So it's like hard to figure out what is just manic episodes of people like being paranoid about who's a body double and what is actually like something that we're not looking into that we should be looking into.
Dude, I feel like people are so obsessed with this, and we want to believe this so badly.
Mm-hmm. Well, it answers, and it's fun. It's more exciting than just this person had bad plastic surgery last week,
I agree. For sure. They are fun. They're for sure fun.
I'm a huge fan of the idea that, for example, we've had drone technology for 100 years, but the public is just now seeing that it's a real thing, Like,
yes.
I love that kind of stuff. So the idea that, for example, in the Cold War, they were secretly doing makeup on this man and like doing all this stuff back then, why would they not be so much more advanced with it now?
That is the question I've been asking too. I'm like, how have we had these techniques around with makeup, but we're
You know there's way more involved.
That's why when people say skin masks and stuff, I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude, because they be doing some crazy shit back in the day, like with the stall and stuff with the makeup. That's believable to me.
And there's so many conspiracies that have come out to be true. What can you believe nowadays? It's kind of hard because you don't necessarily want to get yourself like overthinking everything, but you really can't believe anything that's told to you anymore.
No.
You know?
I don't know what's real and what's not real anymore.
Another thing that caught my attention was the cloning aspect of it. So I think we've been kind of referring
From actual cloning, right?
Actual
cloning.
cloning.
And that's where I had a hard time too, because they say a lot of the, and I'm not trying to take your thunder on this, is the, I forgot what they call that type of cloning, where like it does, that technology does not exist, where that aspect of aging someone forward through a clone.
That side of it doesn't exist is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's actually one thing with like the Epstein files that came out.
You guys, I lost my water.
This is it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was.
No, I chugged mine. Mine's in the trash can. That's yours.
You guys, I'm tripping. My bad. I'm
I thought
bad.
you were losing it for a second. You're just walking around like.
She said, "Sarah, you okay?"
I was gonna just keep talking to let you figure it out. It's like when my dog starts pacing. You just figure it out. I'm here when you're done. So, with the Epstein files, there are documents stating that they were dumping tons and tons and tons of money into cloning, like actually cloning celebrities. So, like, for example, Britney Spears, they cloned her, but then it would be like a baby would be born and it would grow up in her likeness. I don't know if this is the reasoning, but a lot of people speculate it's so they could have a child version of this celebrity on the island that doesn't belong to anybody, so they're not technically missing, and they
So
can
they
do.
fuck it?
Stop! That's not just the way you said that.
That's such a Matt thing.
Stop! It's all like a sensitive subject.
I was getting deep for a second, Matt. My God. Matt, would you like to take over since you want to interrupt?
I was actually getting
Go
into
ahead,
it.
Matt. And then you said that. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
That wasn't stealing my thunder.
I said, "Whoa."
Yeah, that got dark.
That was heavy.
I look at deer in the headlights and
All
you were
right,
laughing.
here's a lighter one. Okay. Confirmed clones. There is one celebrity-ish confirmed clone out there. And this person, this thing has been cloned several times. Do you want to take a guess?
I feel like this is a joke.
This is 100% real.
Oh, I know who it is.
I think I might have told you this.
It's Celine Dion's dogs.
Close, but wrong.
Who is it?
Barbra Streisand's dog.
Barbra Streisand, not Celine Dion.
Barbra
You're right.
Streisand has cloned her dog, confirmed at least 2 times.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, the technology's there. Colossal. Is it Colossal or Colossus? The company. Hold on. The ones that just clone the dire wolves are working on all of the Ice Age stuff. Hold
making
on.
the woolly mammoth and all that.
Bro, that's kind of scary.
You know what's funny
I'm so
is,
excited for this company.
in a sense of rich people terms, it's relatively cheap to clone a pet. In the sense of celebrities, because like I think I was looking it up, it's like 50 grand.
So it's Colossal.
So you could have a new fern.
No, it was like 20 grand like 5 years ago.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
But here's the thing you have to know is number one, you cannot breed. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to breed her, but you can't, that dog cannot reproduce. It's the clone.
It's born sterile, right?
It's not, it's born sterile. It would not actually be Fern. It would just be a dog that has the exact same genetic makeup as Fern. So it might have the same personality. It might have the same fur. It might have the same everything.
No, that's not good enough.
But it's not she's not going to remember you. It's going to have to, I mean, like, which is cool. You can go through everything again. But I think that's actually something I've really debated on, because when I lost my dog, Layla, I was like, I wish I could clone her. But then you think about it, and
It's not the
a part
same.
of death is you have to let go, and then you learn that you can love something else, in another kind of way. If you
True.
keep holding on to something, you're not able to process grief like a normal human should.
That makes
and
sense.
then also, you don't know, like, how my dog had cancer. this clone would also get cancer.
Oh, fuck.
So that's the downside with it too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's like literally the whole genetic everything.
No, I don't want that. I can't go through that again, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Break my heart over and over.
So with Colossal, they are the company that's like, we have the technology to clone things and we were able to do it. We just need the funding. And so finally people started funding this project. That's why we have the dire wolves now. That's why we had, there was another, like a mouse project that they made to try and see if they could bring back the woolly mammoth. I think it was a woolly mouse is what they made.
Whoa.
So it's going to be a matter of time before we have this thing called Pleistocene Park. And I'm beyond excited.
Pleistocene Park,
Pleistocene
like Jurassic
Park.
Park,
It's supposed to be in like Siberia area, you know?
They're just going to let all those dinosaurs go.
It's not dinosaurs, it's mammals. But yes. So they actually have a really good argument for their cause. And I don't know if it's a bunch of phooey and it's just how they got people to start funding them. But the permafrost in that part of the world is basically melting.
Yeah.
And that's how they're able to find a lot of these bones and stuff that are being presented. But a lot of it is the global warming is happening because the permafrost is melting. So the Earth is not as cold anymore is the argument. So one thing that they started doing is they took bulldozers and they started knocking down trees in the way a woolly mammoth would. And what it does is it rips out the root systems because there's so much vegetation that the roots are keeping the ground warm. But if they start ripping some of that out, then it keeps the ground cold. So they're trying to say if we bring back woolly mammoths, then we can just have the Earth's temperature be regulated again, which realistically just go in there and bulldoze everything.
Yeah, I was like, then just bulldoze everything.
For the side of me that loves the science aspect of it, I'm like, hell yeah, do whatever manipulative tactic you have to do to bring these woolly mammoths back.
Stop, that's the shit that scares me.
No, I think it's phenomenal. I'm so excited.
And be like Pet Cemetery, they just go crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Freaking
saying.
church.
I was reading the opposite almost of what you were saying though with the way the permafrost is melting is because there was some deforestation. The deforestation caused a big old sinkhole to form with the permafrost to start melting because the shade from the trees wasn't there no more. Oh. So there's this giant sinkhole forming out and it's spreading out now in Russia because of the deforestation. And it's just been this almost like domino effect of like, it's spreading out because the permafrost is melting. Is it
we need the vegetation or we don't need the vegetation?
We need vegetation to keep the permafrost going, but the damage is already done from what it looks like.
That's what I'm saying is I feel like it's just hey, let's get funding. You know, like let's figure out how we can get these people that have the money. They want to have their name on some global warming project. You know what I mean?
I believe it.
I'm all for it. I think go for it.
Get it.
But that's why with these clones, who out there could be a clone? You know what I mean? Like there could be actual clones. They have no idea either. They're just born and probably like this baby is born a clone given to someone who's going to raise it. They don't know any better.
No, they're like, no, I'm not a clone.
Yeah, but they're raised in a manner to where they're, you know,
wouldn't that be crazy to later on that clone see a picture of herself and be like, that looks like me?
I mean, people do it a lot.
The fuck it looks like
There are
me.
people that post pictures. They're like, why is it I look like King George III or whatever, you know?
Stop.
Yeah.
See?
I'm not saying that they're a clone because why would, you know, some Joe Schmo down the street be a clone of some ancient...
You're not
Keanu.
wrong.
Keanu, you haven't read about that one?
No.
Like Keanu Reeves is like, he's either immortal or he's just been reincarnated a bunch of times. And there's like all these portraits of these guys that look exactly like Keanu Reeves.
I could see someone like him because he's a high profile figure and people look up to him.
And he's a wonderful man.
He is a wonderful man.
He is a wonderful man.
I can see that. See, but if it's someone like, if my neighbor is like, I look just like Joseph Stalin.
Shut the fuck
yeah, it's
up.
like, you need to go relax a little bit, man.
Calm down.
You need to climb down from that tree, boy.
No, I'm all for this conspiracy. I just think it has to have some evidence behind it and some plausibility, you know? Like,
Oh, for sure.
the whole Britney's a clone thing, that I have a hard time with that one. Or not a clone, a body double, because it just doesn't make sense. You know, why would anyone want her in that state of mind where it's not benefiting anybody? It's just
But
causing
listen,
more
I
stress.
can't act like that. I can study as much film of her as you want. I can't be that crazy. Bless
Really
her.
quickly, do you guys have any celebrities who you think like might be a body double that we haven't talked about just because their behaviors kind of changed so much over the years?
I don't know, any politician, they change their minds on things constantly.
That they do.
You know what's funny is I was like, there is some like, oh, who was it that I was thinking of a celebrity when I was thinking about this, and then I spaced it out like a fucking idiot. But I was like they disappeared for a minute, and then all of a sudden they're like making a huge comeback, and it's like
Brendan Fraser.
Like Brendan Fraser, yeah. Brendan Fraser's a great example.
Thank you.
Where like, what the fuck? Like all of a sudden he's like back in the spotlight, like, and he's wanting to do stuff and all that, and it's like, whoa.
Had he not appeared the way he did, you know, where he looked rough, like he hadn't been out in the world the last however long, I would be more on board with the conspiracy. But because we've kind of seen him gradually go from, oh, we haven't seen Brendan Fraser in a while, he looks kind of rough, to he's working his way back to be in this new Mummy movie, and he's really putting time and energy into it, you know? So I think that one's a little bit more believable that that's actually him. Oh. But if he had come back looking exactly like Jack O'Connell from the first Mummy movie, yeah, there's a problem there.
I actually did have someone, because I kind of was like, that doesn't look like him for some reason. I think it's just because he lost a lot of weight, and that's what made me think about this.
A lot of weight?
Actually, there's a lot of white in
Mike Myers does look weird now.
He does now. Thank you.
He does.
I don't think I've seen a picture of him.
Like, I just saw a commercial where he was Dr. Evil, and he looked so bizarre.
He looks really thin in the face, like unhealthily thin. But no, there was a interview, because they're like, will there be an Austin Powers? You think there'll be an Austin Powers 4 in the future? And he's like, yes. And that cuts right there. But like, because they were talking about football, soccer, because World Cup. Mm-hmm. And he was in there, and he was like, you're like, that was Mike Myers? What the fuck?
Well, have you guys ever looked at Lady Gaga when she was younger compared to now?
Yes.
And she claims up and down she has not had a nose job, but I think she looks so different now than she did when she was younger. She had a very particular look to her, and I feel like you couldn't change that with makeup or anything like that. But now she looks a lot more... I think what I liked about Lady Gaga before was she didn't necessarily fit in the social norms of what you would see as like a beautiful woman, even though she was gorgeous, you know? Like, she did have a large nose. She had a very like peculiar head shape. Like, there was just things about her, but I feel like the person she is now looks very much like everybody else.
It makes sense, because when we watched, was it that season of Hotel for American Horror Story, Kyle was like, oh damn, when did Lady Gaga get so hot? I said, I don't know. He said, she got TNA.
Did you ever watch the Just Dance video? Watch the Just Dance video. She was kind of bad looking in that video.
Oh, man. Matt is the first one to always say girls looking rough.
I'm saying bad as in like she was bangable.
Oh, like she a baddie.
The way you said that, you're like, she was looking
I remember watching that Just Dance video when she's in that little kiddie pool. I'm like, oh, I'd bang that.
No, she's always been a gorgeous woman. I just think that I'm actually surprised there aren't more cloning discussions about her or body double discussions about her because of how different she looks.
She's too weird. No.
Well, and then like, dude, we know that this is probably all plastic surgery, but Kim or Khloe Kardashian,
and they
look so different than when they were younger. So different.
Especially Khloe.
Khloe doesn't even look like the same person.
Looks totally different.
Khloe doesn't even look like the same ethnicity anymore.
She looks like, you know, when people over edit their photos so crazy, she looks like a real life, overly edited person.
She probably would think that's a compliment.
She's probably thinking,
yeah,
but you look fucking crazy.
Have you seen pictures of Khloe Kardashian when she was... have you seen Khloe Kardashian when she was a kid?
Like, you look fucking crazy.
She does.
What?
Have you seen a picture of Khloe Kardashian when she was a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yours is Khloe Kardashian.
That got me so good.
I thought you were gonna show us like the actual photos on the internet.
Matt, that was so funny. Send me that so I can put it in the episode.
You said, woo!
That was so funny, Matt. Matt, you had the like most serious look on your face. Like, have you ever seen this?
Have you ever seen it?
I love it.
Oh, that was such a good setup.
With plastic surgery, it's so hard to. That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't
though.
Zac Efron too? Remember, like he just had some weird face shit, bro.
Dude, he looked
like
wild.
His jaws like extended out. I was like, whoa.
What movie?
He looked so fucking different in that movie, the wrestling movie.
Oh my god, yes,
well,
Iron Fist.
He was supposed to. He had.
I know, but
prosthetics on and everything. No, it's like The Rock in the other wrestling movie. He had prosthetics on and looked like a different person.
Same thing. Like
The Rock is known for like body doubles. He uses his real cousin.
I think didn't Eddie Murphy do that with his brother all the time?
See, Celebrities be having body doubles.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Charlie is much bigger than Eddie.
Charlie was much bigger than Eddie.
Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie. But
All right. Well, do you guys have anything else you want to contribute? Now that we're going to leave you on that.
Nope. I think I'm good. I think it's.
More on the conspiracy thing. Do you think Khloe Kardashian is not Chewbacca? But
Is OJ some?
no,
it's
the OJ
OJ's
Simpson
daughter.
thing. Do you think she could be OJ Simpson's
I
daughter?
think she's OJ's son.
OJ's son, yeah.
I think she's absolutely OJ's daughter.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if you look at pictures of her when she was younger, she looks exactly like OJ.
I believe that.
Like OJ.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah,
we can
that's
get
it.
into that later on.
That's
We
it.
kind of discussed that in the group chat earlier. But if you guys like the conspiracies, go ahead and comment a couple that you want us to discuss. If there's anything else that's a little on the like spooky side or anything that you would like us to get into, let us know as well.
Any
Matt?
movies you want us to watch? Suggest. Sarah?
I want to talk about
sorry.
sex. We'd never be talking about sex, and there's like some horror stories revolve around sex, bro.
Oh,
I would
God.
blush.
Everybody wants to know about that.
I would
You know what?
blush
That would
so
fit in
hard.
because they're making a second, a follow.
Hello?
They're making a sequel to that fucking movie, It Follows.
See?
Oh, the STD
The
movie?
Killer STD, yeah.
See? What, that one movie, too, was with the vagina that had teeth. It's called Teeth.
It's called
That
Teeth.
movie was dope. That was a cool ass movie.
I'll talk about stuff. I'll just get red the whole time.
Listen, I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about sex, babe.
Let's do it next time.
Let's do it.
Let's rip that Band-Aid off. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
You gotta do it like,
Let's talk about making
sex.
Talk about sex. I didn't love you. You do that so good.
All right. With that being said, I finished my second water, so
I'm out.
we're gonna let you guys go. Have a good
Night-night.
night. Stay spooky. We love you all.
Bye.
Bye, good night.